I thought we came out and played with a lot of energy early in the ball game. Got off to a good start. Offensively, we were close to 500 yards. Defensively, we had 3 interceptions, playing with some maybe a little bit undermanned from what we normally have. I thought Cookie ran the ball exceptionally well, but honestly, and he did run exceptionally well, but our offensive line did a great job. Tight ends, C.J. Ham, the fullback, so I thought that was we kept the third downs in pretty manageable situations, and defensively we fought our rear ends off. Unfortunately, the special teams wasn't very good today, so we're going to have to get better there.
I know you mentioned Dalvin Cook. Just your thoughts on him reaching 200 yards, first 200-yard rusher since Adrian Peterson did it almost exactly 5 years ago.
How many did he have last week, Bob?
Under 200.
Oh.
Third time over.
Rushing yards, not total yards.
Yeah. Well, Dalvin's a great player, and again, the offensive line is blocking well. I think he runs extremely hard. He's physical. He's hard to take down. He's got great acceleration.
Mike, you stressed all week of this team playing with great energy and getting off to a good start and playing well at home. How did that happen today? Did it just you see it happening during the week?
Well, Mark, Joe, I thought, this obviously is a different year, coming into U.S. Bank Stadium, and last time we were in here, we didn't have much energy. It was really dead, and so we try to do it every week. We emphasize it coming out of Green Bay. We've emphasized it this past week. I talked about it just about every single day this past week about, we got to come out, and we can't worry about who's in the stands, who's not in the stands, what kind of music is playing. We got to go out and we got to do our job and execute. And I thought that we did a nice job today. We got a 3-and-out to start the game, and then the offense took I think we got 14-0 or something.
Mike, it goes without saying you wanted the defense to really kind of take last week's game and catapult it. 3 picks. Your veterans were double-digit tackles, just playing excellent. And then you see someone like Jeff Gladney get 7 tackles. Can you just speak to how the defense has really been improving and kind of stacking up good games?
Well, Don, we've had to change a lot of things because of our personnel with what we've been trying to do defensively, and so part of it is narrowing some of the package down. Some of it is adding some things that we feel like can help guys in coverage. Some of the things have been how we can add to some of the guys in rush. I thought they played well today. There wasn't a lot of mistakes that I saw throughout the course of the ball game, but I thought we played hard, and that's a big key to it. I think we could have tackled a little bit better in some instances, but I thought we played smart today. And then, in some of the key areas, Eric Wilson's interception, I think that came after a block punt, so that was big. And then Eric Kendrick's interception was off of a double move. In the Harrison Smith interception, it was an overthrow, but they just hit us on a play that I had no business running that coverage, and so I switched it up and we got lucky.
Mike, what does a performance like this sort of tell you, for the second half of the season? What sort of gives you the most hope or excitement?
Well, when you're sitting there at what were we, 1-5, everything is collapsing. You're getting ready to jump off the cliff. You beat Green Bay, and then you start to get a little juice. You beat Detroit, now you start getting a little bit more juice. So I think the confidence level helps. I think continuing to play well, I think gives us confidence that we can do these things against good football teams. And Detroit's a good team; they really are. Maybe they weren't their best today, but it was a good win.
Mike, up front, what do you think sparked the most improvement with the defensive line?
Well, we're doing a few different things with them, but they're starting to get the understanding of how we're trying to play really, and they've been playing hard. That's been an important part of it. We've had some good rushes in there, but it goes back to that old saying: the harder you work, the harder it is to fail.
Hey, Mike, your thoughts on that one of your first red zone stops where they had like 1st and goal at the 8. Boyd has a tackle at the pylon. Then they got 3rd and goal at the 1, and they got Adrian in a heavy set. And then you guys break through and for a tackle for loss. Just your thoughts on that, the defense on that possession.
Yeah, I had an idea on the 3rd down that they were going to do that, so we got lucky, in some of those areas. But, that's part of it. And honestly, we work extremely hard on red zone inside the 5-yard line, and that's part of it. Understanding where you're at, understanding what they like to do. We spend a couple days every week trying to be good at that.
How do you feel Chris Jones did in his Vikings debut, and did it help him at all having some knowledge of Detroit?
I don't know if it helped the knowledge of Detroit, but I know that I thought he played pretty well today. Glad he was in there, and I thought he did some nice things.
Mike Dalvin's obviously been on fire, but I mean, Kirk has looked so much more comfortable the last couple of games. The offensive line has given him time. What is it that the offensive line has maybe done these last 2-3 games that maybe they weren't at the beginning of the year?
Well, I think part of it is just settling in, and when you can run the ball like we can, or like we have, it tightens everything up. They had a whole bunch of zero blitzes in there today, or extra rushers coming really to stop the run. And so once that happens, then you have some opportunities to create some plays down the field. The score didn't tell us to do that at those particular times, but for us to be able to run the football against those kind of things and get big runs, if you get the one extra guy blocked, you have a chance to get some big opportunities.
Like, where do you think Irv Smith is improving the most?
I think, like most of these young guys, the confidence level. Irv believes now that he can really play this game and play this game at a high level, and I think those things. But he's always run good routes. He's always caught the ball well. Probably his blocking is getting better and better. And when you have a guy like Dalvin in there, all these guys think about, it's like having a great punt returner. The punt return team's going to go like crazy, and then like when they got Dalvin back there, they know, hey, this guy can go the distance at any point if I just do my job. So I think he's getting better at his blocking.
Dalvin also
Time for 2 more.
Dalvin also had a key block on the 2nd touchdown to Irv. I think he cleaned up Everson coming in. Just describe the commitment that he has to the blocking game as well as
Dalvin is a terrific player because it doesn't matter to him. I mean, obviously he wants to get 200 yards every week, but he's going to do all the dirty work. He caught a great, he caught on a 3rd and 80 or 7 or whatever it was. He caught a ball and made a couple guys miss. He made a couple guys miss on the flip play late. But he's going to do everything. That's why he's a captain. That's why he comes to work every single day. He's a terrific leader. He's energetic, and guys in the locker room really love him.